A very good evening from the sports desk. The Cricket SA Awards are on the go in Midrand. eNCA sports reporter Hloni Mtimkulu has been at the venue for the rest of the afternoon, building up to the event. Earlier, she caught up with Proteas women duo Nonkululeko Mtimkulu and Chloe Tryon.
So one of the nominees this evening is Nonkululeko Mtimkulu, who has two nominations up for her. She has the SA Women's Player of the Year as well as the T20 International Player of the Year for an outstanding season, and she joins us now. Nonkululeko Lefty, first of all, just to be nominated for two awards, how affirming is it for you to know that all your work is being seen?
To be honest, I was very excited. I was looking forward for this awards and for being nominated in two categories. It shows that my work, people they can see it, and I just need to carry on and work harder. Yeah.
Just in terms of the season that you've had, how would you describe it? I mean, I think you had international attention as well. You rose up in the rankings as well.
I mean, the only thing I can say is that it's hard work. You know, those extra hours you do on the training, it just worked out for me. Yeah.
Just in terms of where you are now in the rankings, where are you hoping to go, and how long are you hoping to kind of stay where you are?
To be honest, I don't want to stay to number 2, but I want to actually be number 1. So I'm working towards that, and I just want to stay to number 1 as long as I can. Yeah.
And what was it about this season that just made things come together so well for you?
Sorry, can you please?
I'm saying, what was it about this season that made things come together so well for you?
To be honest, I think because we played most of the games at home and I'm used to the home soil, so I was taking that advantage. I was using that against other teams. Yeah.
And then just lastly, you guys are preparing for Pakistan coming up in a few months' time. It's new for everyone, right? It's just you guys' initial thoughts on going into Pakistan.
I've never been in Pakistan, but I would love to play in Pakistan because it's similar to India. You know, especially it favors spin bowlers the most, and I love playing against Pakistan because they always struggle with my bowling. So yeah.
Okay, lovely. Well, good luck for this evening. Chloe Tryon joins me now. Chloe, first of all, I mean, there's a lot that's been said, but just for you guys, how do you sum up the season that you have had?
Surreal, I guess. You know, obviously we had a season in England which wasn't so good for us. A lot of learnings from that day, and obviously to host the World Cup was amazing. You know, to play in front of our family and friends and the whole of South Africa was amazing. To have all that support, not just from Cricket South Africa, but momentum, our families, the crowd behind us. It's a bit surreal, but it was amazing for us, and I think it's only showing the growth and development from our team.
Talking about growth and development, there's been whisperings, murmurings of a professional structure of some sort. It's a bit complicated, obviously, just in South Africa, but what experience do you take from playing abroad in terms of what you can bring for how structures are set up here?
No, 100%. Obviously, I've been playing in London for a while now. I'm playing a bit of 50-over cricket and T20 cricket. I guess it's just making sure that we're stronger. If you look at teams like England and Australia, their pipelines are very strong. And, you know, we got them in system at the moment, which is great. We need to keep pushing them and making sure that women are coming through the system. You look at the under-19 girls did amazing this year. It was fantastic to see how good they were. So that's exciting to see, and we can push more girls coming into our system. Would be amazing for us, and it can just grow the women's brand in South Africa.
You are going to Pakistan in a few months. Obviously, the men's team went, I think it was about 2 years ago, and that was the first time in a really long time. You go for the first time ever. Just for you guys, how are you kind of processing going into Pakistan?
I'm excited for it. Obviously, I've played cricket for 12 years. I've never toured there ever, so I've heard it's really good. I'm excited to go there and obviously play a team like Pakistan. It's always competitive cricket. We know how fiery they are, so it's going to be exciting to go out there and play our best brand of cricket. Obviously represent well, but obviously wanting to go and win and do really well, especially in the ODIs because they count as points for us. So making sure we do that really well, and then obviously finish the series really well before we host New Zealand back home.
And we spoke to Lefty about the conditions. I imagine those would be conditions, are those suited for you as well, and just your thinking around that?
Obviously it might be a little bit slower. You know, I'm from Devon, the pitches are a little bit slower, so I'm hoping that we can adapt as much as we can, but obviously preparation going into there will be really key for us. But also making sure once we get there we adapt as quick as possible. You know, you get to some places that are, might not know how the conditions play, so it's making sure that the team adapts the quickest and just plays our best brand of cricket. So I think if we can focus more on that there and play our best game, it'll be really good.
just finally, obviously there's a lot of history going into that tour of Pakistan. What are the maybe conversations you're having as a team, maybe with the men's team, the kind of experience they've had over the years going into Pakistan and going into the unknown, given the history of Pakistan that has happened over the years?
Yeah, look, like we've had a lot of conversation about it, but I think for us it's just making sure we keep it nice and simple. I don't think we need to overthink anything. We're going there to play really good cricket, yeah, that's all. We just want to go there and do our best. So take every day as it comes, but prepare really well. I think if we can take care of our space, everything else will be good. Just making sure we stay tight, locked as much as we can, and communicate a lot with each other of different conditions, adapting and all that kind of stuff, and making sure we're still nice and tight going into a series.
Thank you. We will leave it there, and you can go into the awards. That was Proteas Vice Captain Chloe Tryon from the CSA Awards. I am Hloni Mtimkulu.